And now let me welcome on to the Field of 68 after dark North Carolina State head coach Kevin Keatts, fresh off of a 77-69 win over in-state rival North Carolina Tar Heels behind 29 points from Jarkel Joyner. Coach, let me start you off with this. Jarkel, Baby T, we've had him on before. You have one of the most dynamic backcourts in college basketball. That's got to be a comforting feeling knowing that you have those two guys handling the ball for you.
Rob, it's a special group. And, last year was such a tough year. And I felt like I didn't put Terquavion Smith in the best situation. And so I wanted to go out in the portal and try to find a really experienced guard just to be beside him. And man, did I find a gem. I mean, you're talking about a great kid, both on and off the court. He's played exceptional, but he's helped Terquavion grow too. And then when we need him, he's been really special for us.
When you went in the portal, Kevin, I mean, you see some teams, couple in your conference, pitting you guys that went in the portal and really hit it. And then there's others around the country that went in and obviously weren't as fortunate. How much work are you able to do on a kid like Joyner? Is it a little bit of a roll of the dice until you get him?
Jeff, I can give you a little props now. You and we can relate to this is, we are old prep school guys, whether people believe it or not. And so I think, we got an eye for talent that needs to come in. I'm so used to building a roster for my 12 years at Hargrave. And, I thought you got to do your homework. The portal is so great, and here's why it's so good, is because you can go out there and find the exact need that you have.
True.
And with Jarkel Joyner, it helped, once I hired Levi Watkins, and Levi had coached him, and once that kid went into the portal, that was one of the things I talked to Levi about is, look, I know he's a good player, but what type of kid is he? Because I got to turn over the keys to the car to him. And, it's helped me. A lot of people don't like the portal. I actually love it.
Now you love it. Now you love it.
That's right. Yeah, I love it. And, Jeff and Rob, you're going to lose great players on your roster every year. And if you don't accept it, then something's wrong with you. But there are good enough players out there where you can go get some guys that fill the needs that you may have.
All right, I need to ask you about the big fella, DJ Burns. I think he might be my favorite player in college basketball to watch. It's not often that you find guys that look like they should be offensive linemen that have the feet of a ballerina. I mean, this dude, you don't find guys like him all that often. What's it like coaching him? How good is he?
Just think about this, Rob. Just think about Dancing with the Stars. I mean, listen, he has got the best feet and greatest hands of anybody I coached. Jeff will tell you this. I've been a guard coach for as long as you can remember. Now, there's two guys in the country now that really throw the ball inside. That's me and Matt Painter. We throw the ball inside. Like, he has been great. He's turned into a superstar around here, both on and off the court. He's a crowd favorite. He's a really, really good passer as a big guy, can really score the basketball. We've worked extremely hard, making him a better rebounder and a defender so he can stay on the floor. And he's kind of taken that to heart and become that.
Kevin, how big was this one today coming off the loss at Syracuse?
Jeff, it's huge because, luckily for us, every time this year we've dropped a game, we've been able to win. And we haven't, we had two losses in a row. But it's huge for us because, we were on that 3-game road stretch, and then we got 3 games here. And both North Carolina and us, we really needed the game. We needed to have it so we could take away chance where things could happen. They needed it from a quad 1 perception. And it was huge. Our crowd was great. The PNC was back rocking. It was a really good atmosphere. I thought our kids accepted the challenge and came out with a great win.
Hey, did you go to the hockey game? You probably didn't because you were preparing for this, but I was upset that my daughter and I weren't down there for the Canes game yesterday, the outdoors game.
Yeah, I'm shocked at you. One of the most historical games, and that your daughter loves the Canes, and you didn't make that game. I was expecting to get a text from you saying, "Hey, I'm in town.
I need tickets."
To meet. You didn't do it. Didn't do it. I didn't get a chance to make.
You know why? Hey, you know why? Because we were at the Indiana hoop game with her, so yeah. I was still with her. We'll get down there. We'll see you again for Canes game in the playoffs, I'm sure.
Hey, bring Rob with you. I don't think he spent much time in Raleigh.
I need to get down there. I got to get
Huh?
down there. How about this? True story. My wife is a full-time work from home, but her company is actually based in Raleigh. So she's down there like once a month. I'm gonna have to
Rob,
come
it's
down.
it's,
Hitch
it's
a
a
ride.
great city. You got to
Great
come hang out with us. I mean,
I can't
we'll
believe
have
you've
a
never
great
been to
time.
Raleigh.
Do you have the spots, right? You have all the good restaurants? Because
I got all the good restaurants. I listen. I haven't had a drink in 19 years, but I guarantee you, I can tell you where to get it at.
I like